What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and I'm here with
Gershwan.
And today we're back to answer your questions in another episode entitled
For the Greater. This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put question in front of your question because we get to those questions first. And yes, I'm reading it slow because I lost the question. I got it. This question comes from Cillian McCarthy. Besides mutants like Ogrins, are there any genetically enhanced units in the Imperial Guard or in the Imperial military, besides Space Marines and Custodes? Keep up the great work, lads. Yes, so you have the special units. They're referred to as Kazarkins. They're referred to as Stormtroopers. They're basically like the elite of the elite for Imperial Guard. They're enhanced multiple ways. They have like augmentations. Combat drugs, all that kind of stuff. You also have the assassins. Assassins are part of the Imperial Navy or Imperial Army. So they're so powerful they can change their bodies.
Yeah.
They can go days without eating. They actually hibernate, and they only come out when they're needed. So yeah, those are the two that come to mind.
Mm-hmm. Well, he said, the Fool 06. How powerful is the Emperor really? Like, if we each gave a character power levels, what would be the power level for the Emperor?
Over 9,000!
I feel like before you give any numbers, like that doesn't mean anything right now because we don't have an established base. You got to start somewhere and then build off of that.
So let's just throw out a number. Gilliman is a 10. Where's the Emperor?
I'd say like a 15.
See how that doesn't really work because we don't really have a set thing.
So like a regular guardsman, I feel would be like a 2. Like they're not great. Like okay, so 0 is the base. 0, you're gonna lose pretty much every single time. A 1, I'd be like a Nurgling, a Gretchen, something along those levels. 2 would be human. 3 would be like Ogryn, stuff like that. 4 would be like a scout, a neophyte. 5, you'd have your regular Space Marines. 6, lieutenants. 7, captains. 8, you'd have like specialists such as Terminators and stuff like that. And then 10 would be your commanders, like your
Dante.
chapter masters. There you go. And then you have all this other levels such as like Grey Knights, Custodes, Greater Demons, and then you have your Primarchs. And then I don't even know what's bigger than a Primarch in terms of combat power.
Just the Emperor.
But I mean, so the Emperor would be an 11, not a 15 on that scale.
Well, on that scale, he would be at the top.
Right. But will there be? I feel like there's got to be a huge gap between Primarch and Emperor.
Yeah.
But like, what would fill that gap? Like, what would you consider stronger than a Primarch, but not Emperor level?
Magnus.
Yeah, Demon Primarchs.
Or Keldor Drago.
Yeah, Drago. Forget Primarchs. Drago's right below the Emperor.
Yeah.
And then you have like the Chaos Gods.
Yeah.
I guess Catan would fall under that too. Not Emperor level, but just below.
It's true. Next question comes from Bruva Michael. Can dying Eldar transport their consciousness in, for example, guardsmen? No. Next question. Yeah.
This is the story of a girl. So in this Greater Wall, we talked about the battle between the Emperor and Doctor Strange, who would win. But he's now asking, what about Dr. Manhattan?
Well, Dr. Manhattan is like even better than Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
He truly is like a Necron in the sense that he can destroy the laws of physics.
Yeah. Basically, if he wills it, it'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that'll be a better fight between him and the Emperor. But I still got to give it to him, Dr. Manhattan.
Agreed. Yep.
Because his schlong is showing.
Yeah, that's the same reason I had. Next question comes from Michael Howell. Do you think there will ever be 24 hours of peace in the Imperium in the 10,000 years since its founding? Yes, during Sanguinala.
But that's just the Imperium, though. That doesn't mean, like,
Yeah,
the rest of the... It's just the Imperium?
That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
So, loophole. Next question.
This one is by Vance Orlando. Is Malkador the Sigillite the uncle of the Primarchs?
No, but yes.
Yes, but no.
Next question comes from the Fire Warrior. What do you think the rest would be if a war were to break out between Farsight Enclaves and the Tau Empire? Oh, what do you think the result would be? Sorry. Would we finally get to see the fight between Commander Farsight and Shadow Sun?
Yes and no. Like, even though they're split factions, they still work for the benefit of the Tau overall. Farsight doesn't outright attack the Tau because he knows the Tau aren't at fault for what's going on. He knows that it's the Ethereals that are kind of like pushing their agenda on them, whether it's brainwashing or pheromones, some type of control is going on there. And the last time we saw Farsight and Shadowsun together, she actually gave Farsight enough time for him to escape before like the Ethereals were like, oh, go get him, kill the traitor.
Yeah, and now it's kind of different because the head for Ethereal's gone, right?
Aunva is dead, but they haven't told the Tau this yet. They're still using like projections of him and stuff like that.
It's crazy.
This next one is by Alejandro Pardo Sanchez. Why is Abaddon so big now? I mean, you got the Primaris Marines, which are made to be more to scale. So why not just make Abaddon more to scale?
Next question comes from Marcel Goussard. What would happen if all Primarchs were women?
Rage everywhere.
Next one.
This one's by The O Story. What is the relation between machine spirits of implants and the wearer of said implant? So you get a bionic eye. Does the machine spirit commune with you and allow you to use that bionic eye? Or is it all just science and medical stuff?
It's all science and medical stuff, but the Imperium probably says, oh, you have to like work with the machine spirit, and if your body rejects it, it's because you're not holy enough, or the machine spirit doesn't believe you're holy enough to be in possession of that thing.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, it's just like, oh, the doctor or the mechanic or whatever didn't know how to properly install it.
Yeah.
Next question and last question.
This one is by Were King. Greetings from Belgium. Can a space wolf be cured from the curse of the wolfen? As of right now, no. It is a gene scene imperfection that has tainted the space wolves for some time. And I believe, is Lehman Russ trying to find a cure for that? No.
He's just out and about.
He's on his hunt. And he's going to come back when things go to shit.
Yeah. And those are the questions for today. Thank you so much for sending those questions our way. If you guys have more suggestions or questions, just comment down below. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
This is the Sound Alchemist.
First one.
And we are out of here.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.